Welcome to episode 3. As a general reminder, I have no idea what I'm about to do until I do it. I don't know what this podcast thing is, and I don't want to know it. Make yourself comfortable. No creepy shit is about to come up this time. Just my soothing voice with a cool reverb and some relaxing vibes. So, I have been in therapy a long time ago, almost 3 years now. At some point, I felt like I was becoming dependent on the therapy sessions, as if I was just telling the guy a story that was not my real life or my real feelings. I was basically seeking validation, so I have decided to stop. 3 years later, I am alone in my apartment after a major breakup, wearing just my underwear and a winter coat, with a lit cigarette, cooking a hamburger in a dirty-ass kitchen, feeling completely empty inside. It's 5 a.m. and I have to go to work the next day. Suddenly it hits me. Something inside of me is fucked up. No shit, huh? Since I know that these moments of clarity usually last 5 seconds before I fall straight back into my caveman activities, I decide to text the same therapist that I met 3 years before and tell him that I think I need help. Well, long story short, I talk to my therapist and rant about how I am struggling to find a reason to get up in the morning, how the world is all fucked up, how the system is crooked, how people are sucked into strict routines and thought patterns until they completely lose empathy and a sense of connection to reality, how it is so difficult to be understood by others, how difficult it is to just enjoy the little things when there's a huge fucking elephant in the room staring at my eyes every day with a smirk on his face, and so on and so on. The therapist just goes, "Okay, sure, let's schedule another session in 2 weeks." Bam. 60 euros gone. At that point, I am just wondering, really? I know these things take time, but I just need some kind of push into a direction. I am losing my shit here. So I just tell the guy, "Is there something you wish to tell me?" He doesn't have an answer to this, but he thinks about it and just asks me, "What would you like to achieve?" In other words, what do you expect from therapy? What do you want? And I say, well, I don't know. I guess I want to feel like I used to feel before. I want to feel all my feelings. I want to feel my sadness, my anger, my despair, my fears, my insecurities. I want all of my bad feelings to come back. It's like they are always there, but they are hidden. I cannot see them, but they still control me. And I think that I cannot feel them because I don't have enough light in me to shine through the darkness. That's why I also want hope. I want to feel joy, love, satisfaction, accomplishment, and courage. I want to wake up and feel like it's worth it. I want to be grateful to be alive. I want to feel like a child sometimes. I want things to excite me. I want to feel the world around me vibrating. I want to enter a room and immediately feel its energy as if its walls were speaking to me. I want to look at somebody's eyes and be able to read through them. I want empathy. I want intuition. I want to see the beauty in the small things. I want to get lost in my imagination again. I mean, I want to feel like I used to feel before. Well, he still charged me 60 euros and didn't follow up with anything, so whatever. The thing is that now, a week later, I am in my apartment doing my usual stuff, talking to a couple of friends over the phone, which, by the way, is already a major accomplishment and a pretty big fucking plot twist given my recent homo habilis endeavors. And the last part of that therapy session randomly came back to me. I want to feel like I used to feel before. What does this even mean? You know, what was so different before? I mean, I am still me. I am here. I am living, breathing, and I have free will. It's not like I have been replaced by a cloned version of myself. So what was so different? You know, the thing is that I kind of have a strong core belief, which is really difficult to put into words without making it just sound dumb. But I'll try. I believe in simple solutions. I believe that every complex problem, no matter how complex it is, only has one real solution, and it's usually very simple. Sure, you can solve the problem in a complex way and go through many intermediate steps before actually solving it, but there's always one hidden solution that is really simple and straightforward, but you just can't see it. And probably you never will, but it's always there. Taking the complex steps might be faster or simpler than finding the simple solution. But the simple solution is always better, and it's almost enlightening. Shit, let me try to explain. Drug addicts can go through thousands of steps to solve their problems. They can spend months, possibly years, in rehab. They can try strategies. They can go through phases, have ups and downs. But in the end, the solution is still one and only. Today, don't buy it and don't use it. Or, I don't know, a couple who grew each other apart and don't feel the same love anymore, but are afraid to admit it to themselves, can go through years of struggle, unnecessary drama, fighting and fussing over small things. But in the end, the solution is still one and only. Today, tell each other how you feel. Today, admit the truth. Today, be honest. Today, face the consequences of being honest, no matter how bad they are. Or like a war between countries. It can go on and on for years and years. Negotiations can be made, deals can be signed, and new laws enacted and applied. People can die, protests can be made, TV reports conducted, prayers made. The solution is still one and only. Today, stop the fire from both parties. Today, put revenge aside, no matter how unfair it is. Today, stop killing each other. Today, say, the war is over, no matter what. The reason why simple solutions are not that simple is that we are humans and we are slaves to our own minds. Especially when more people are involved, it is almost certain that the simple solution, or the only solution, if you will, is never going to be applied. Sometimes you have to go through the steps. Most times, actually. But sometimes, just sometimes, you might have the biggest fucking willpower ever, and you will take a huge leap and skip the steps. That's the closest thing to a miracle that you can hope for. Either way, you must know where to land. That's why you must be aware of the simple solution. You must be aware that the solution is simple, but it might be the hardest thing you have ever done. You must be aware that the simple solution might go against everything you have ever believed up to this point. You must be aware that the simple solution is usually the one that you don't want to see. That's what I am wondering right now. What's the simple solution to my problem? I want to feel like I used to feel before. What's the huge fucking leap that I am afraid to take?
Are you still talking? Just shut the fuck up and come here. We have stuff to do, remember? Fucking caveman. What a fucking bitch-ass caveman hamburger eating cheap-ass underwear winter coat wearing piece of fucking fake AR podcaster motherfucking shit of a clown.
Okay, let me grab my coat.
Oh my god, why are you always late? Jesus, can you just come with us already?
Shut the fuck up, will you?